Ripple XRP is about to pump, and this time it will be a big one. It might be able to beat its previous all-time high. Doesn't it sound crazy? XRP just went through a shocking event. You're about to blow my mind, Ripple. Even the president of Ripple couldn't be silent about this and left an important warning. I'm the president of Ripple, a company that focuses on using blockchain technology for banking services. Let me explain. Disclaimer. We just talked about how blockchain and cryptocurrencies might change the way people buy and sell things in the future. Cryptocurrencies, which are digital or virtual currencies that don't depend on banks, are ones like Bitcoin and Ethereum that use blockchain technology. Most of the time, they don't need middlemen like banks to make deals safe and clear. For 2024 and beyond, the prediction will probably be about how these tools will change business. For example, they could speed up transactions, make them safer, and depend less on standard banking systems. This could make it easier and faster to pay for things, especially across borders, and it could even change how companies deal with customers. Ripple focuses on using blockchain to make international money exchanges faster and more efficient. Their president may be thinking about progress in this area and how it might affect everyday trading. How about we find out what useful information Ripple shares with everyone? The New York Times gave the president of Ripple extra attention in a special story, talking about how big-picture economic factors might change the way people buy things in the future. Since the president backs blockchain, he says that the way the world deals money is changing. They think that the way things are set up now might not be enough for a market that changes quickly. This most likely means they think blockchain technology, which keeps records of transactions safely, can help make the world's banking systems more flexible and efficient. This can be solved well with Ripple itself. From their point of view, the old ways of dealing money might not be able to keep up with how the global economy is changing. It's an interesting point of view that shows how some people in the business world think technologies like blockchain could change everything. How we deal with big amounts of money. Take a moment to learn about how Ripple improves money exchanges, in case you don't know. For sending money between countries, banks use a method called SWIFT. SWIFT makes it safe for banks to talk to each other and makes moving money easier. Big banks like Bank of America and JP Morgan use SWIFT for these kinds of cross-border deals, but SWIFT has some problems. Because intermediary banks have different time zones and methods, the process often takes days or weeks. Also, exchanging money in foreign markets makes things more difficult and takes longer. Processing fees are charged by middle banks, which raise the total cost. Think about this situation. Think about someone who is moving from India to Dubai to work. It can take up to 5 days to send money back home, and there are extra fees that make the family get less money than they thought. Things are not at all perfect. With its own blockchain solution, Ripple wants to replace SWIFT, which is currently used by banks for sending money around the world. Because it is so fast and efficient, Ripple's technology comes out as a strong alternative to SWIFT. It can handle up to 15 events per second. Transactions through the Ripple system are completed in just 5 seconds. Quite a change from the usual foreign bank transfers that can take days to finish. This amazing speed and productivity are key factors why Ripple might be able to replace SWIFT in the near future. Let's go back to the most important parts of Ripple presidents. The head of Ripple talked about how more and more developing countries, like Nigeria, are starting to use cryptocurrencies. Zimbabwe and Argentina's traditional currencies are losing value quickly because their economies are unstable and inflation is high. As a result, some people in these countries have turned to cryptocurrency instead. Money made of paper. This move towards digital currencies like XRP and Ripple is a reaction to the economic problems these countries are having. In times of financial trouble, people look for safer ways to keep their money's value. Cryptocurrencies are seen as a safer way to store wealth in places where the economy isn't stable, according to this study. It's an interesting trend that shows how cryptocurrencies can be used as a hedge against economic instability, letting people have more power over their money. The fact that Ripple's president brought this trend to people's attention could mean that Ripple wants to offer products that meet the needs of these markets. possible use of blockchain technology to give people in these areas stable and easy-to-reach banking services. The head of Ripple talked about how cryptocurrencies, like stable coins, are changing the way people save money and shop. If you want to buy something with safe coins, you can use a fiat currency or a commodity, keeping its value more steadily than other coins. Many traditional banks still use slow and pricey systems for deals, but this trend shows that the fast-changing digital world can't rely on those systems. This point of view shows that the financial world needs to move towards more modern and efficient methods. Cryptocurrencies and stablecoins are becoming more popular because people are getting tired of the old ways of handling money and want faster, easier-to-use options. The executive from Ripple talked about how blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies are changing the financial world to make it easier for people to use the internet. Not everyone will be able to use banking services after this change. It will also make them cheaper than other choices. As cryptocurrencies take over more and more industries, commerce stands to gain the most significantly. The president of Ripple said that the current financial system, which is mostly run by a few big banks, can't meet the needs of a world that values digital transfers. As we've already said, Ripple wants to solve problems that come up when sending money around the world. Ripple has many new ideas, like RippleNet and on-demand liquidity, to help payments go more smoothly and support the current financial revolution. They're working together in a smart way to make this happen. RippleNet is like a network that links banks and other financial institutions around the world, making it easier for them to send money to each other whenever they need to. As part of the Ripple system, cryptocurrencies like XRP can be used to make instant payments across borders. It uses the speed and efficiency of cryptocurrencies to make it easy for people with different currencies to send and receive money quickly and cheaply. Their partnerships are very important because they work with many businesses and banking institutions to make these solutions work well. Ripple is getting ready for the future by helping partner countries with their plans for central bank digital currency. This is in addition to its focus on retail and customer services. The central bank digital currencies are digital versions of a country's money that are released by the central bank of that country. These digital currencies work like real money, but they are stored digitally. Ripple seems to be setting itself up to help and work with countries that are looking into or making their own central bank digital currencies.